This episode of Tire Review AI Insights is brought to you by Hankook Tire. Discover the Hankook WeatherFlex GT, delivering reliable year-round performance, long mileage, driving comfort, and true all-climate confidence. Visit HankookTire.com to learn more.
Hey, this is David Sickles, editor of Tire Review, and welcome to the Tire Review AI Insights podcast, sponsored by Hankook Tire. It's an analysis of the most impactful tire industry trends that could impact your bottom line, and it was built using AI that I have personally developed and trained. Our AI hosts have distilled these trends into insights that will ultimately make you more money. So, enjoy.
All right, welcome to the deep dive. We know you're busy, so we're going to get right to it.
Yep, no fluff.
Today, our mission is to basically give you a tactical blueprint for dealer profit as we head into 2026. We're focusing on three really critical areas.
3 areas that are going to shape your bottom line.
Exactly. First, the real demands of EV maintenance. Second, where to find those high-margin upsells in all-season tires.
And third, the shop tech that can turn your service bays into, well, profit centers.
It's all about making smart, proactive decisions right now, not just with inventory, but with your entire workflow.
That's right. The vehicles coming into your bays are heavier and more complex than ever before.
And before we get started, just a quick thank you to Hankook Tire for sponsoring this deep dive and for supporting these important dealer-focused conversations.
All right, let's do it.
So we've been talking about the EV weight issue for a while now, but what does that actually mean for your inventory decisions, like today?
Well, it's pretty direct. You're looking at much higher tire loads, and that leads to faster wear cycles.
Okay, which on one hand is great for replacement frequency.
It is, but it also demands a totally different kind of product. The core takeaway here is that performance vehicles, whether they're electric or not, now require some pretty extreme engineering.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. I mean, look at the OE side. Continental specified tires for the all-electric Porsche Macan. Every single approved size carries that XL designation.
XL for the increased load capacity.
Exactly. It's the code that says this tire can handle these heavy, high-speed vehicles.
So that's interesting. It seems like we have two premium categories running in parallel then. You have the EVs, but also the dedicated enthusiast market.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. And the high-performance segment is definitely expanding. Look at Mickey Thompson. They're introducing the Street Comp GHT, an ultra high-performance summer tire.
For the American muscle car crowd.
Right, for those high-horsepower vehicles. So both markets, EV and muscle, are driving this demand for really advanced high-margin tires.
Okay, so let's shift gears to the all-season market. The dominance of SUVs and CUVs has completely reshaped tire design, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's a different world. Because these vehicles are heavier and have a higher center of gravity, a modern all-season tire has to deliver way more stability and better handling.
So we're way past the old four-ply designs.
Miles past them. That demand for stability has just fundamentally changed how these tires are developed.
So how does this trend translate into, an actual opportunity at the service counter?
It's a huge upsell opportunity, and it's driven by education. I mean, the average customer is, let's be honest, confused. They don't know the real difference between a standard all-season and a dedicated all-weather tire.
And that confusion is where you can step in.
That's where you win. Sumitomo is leaning into this hard with their DUN OLA-P brand, focusing on tech like active tread in their all-weather lines. You just have to connect the vehicle's need-a-heavy SUV with the right premium product.
You shift the conversation from price to value.
From price to necessary performance.
Exactly. All right, let's move into the shop floor itself. This is where efficiency and trust really drive the profits. Let's start with TPMS sensors.
Yeah, a high-tech part that's so often overlooked until it fails.
Right.
They typically last about 7 to 9 years. So when a car that old comes into your bay, your tech should just assume a sensor is near the end of its life.
So what's the protocol?
The number one rule is test before you touch. If you find a failing sensor proactively, you avoid so many disputes and comebacks. We always recommend replacing all 4 when one goes.
All 4, okay.
Think of it like preventative medicine for your profit margin.
And beyond the tires themselves, the heavy equipment has to keep up, doesn't it? I mean, with massive EV battery packs and complex alignments.
It's a huge factor. Modern equipment is a margin booster, but it's also a safety requirement now. You look at new lift tech like Benpac's Octaflex lift. It's built to handle EV battery service and cab-off work safely.
And they have those new safety restraints, right?
Yeah, the ASAR system has got these forged steel teeth that lock the arms down automatically, no more shifting under a heavy load. It's a massive boost for safety and technician productivity.
And for making sure those wheels leave perfectly aligned.
You need current data. It's that simple. Hunter Engineering just released their 2026 Win-Align update. If you're doing alignments and 80s calibrations, having the most current vehicle data is it's absolutely non-negotiable.
Okay, so let's boil this all down. What are the 2 sharpest action points for a dealer listening to this right now?
Okay, number 1, get strategic about stocking premium tires. You really need to focus on those high-load capacity, those XL tires, and the all-weather categories. That's where the EV and SUV demand is.
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2, maximize your service profits. Bundle those essential checks, TPMS replacement, balancing, alignment checks, bundle them with every single tire sale.
Excellent. A big thank you again to Hankook Tire for supporting this deep dive. And for more detail on these trends, you can read the full source articles we pulled from over at TireReview.com.
And maybe just one final thought to leave you with.
Go for it.
Investing in technician training and the right tools, things like ASE accreditation or TIA's education programs, that's not an optional budget item anymore. It is a mandatory cost of doing business if you want to safely and profitably service the high-tech, high-load vehicles that are going to be driving your revenue in 2026.